Hello guys, Angelo here one more time. Today I bring a video for you guys about a unit that has been sitting for a while. I turns on and it works for a few minutes and just start to have weird things happening. I just shut down and decided to take a look inside to see what's going on. So when I opened the unit, for my non-surprise, what I saw was battery leakage. Again, the Varta plague. Okay, so joking apart, yeah, I opened up that unit and the battery was completely a mess. So I took everything apart. I did a cleanup. I removed all the acidity damage that was on that little battery board. Gonna show you guys in the pictures in a few minutes. I cleaned the case itself, applied just a little paint to do not leave the metal exposed after cleaning. I did a cleaning with vinegar, and after this, washed the whole board and the case itself with dish detergent. So good again. And here is the unit. Some of you guys may know, some you don't, but it is one of those many units made by the Italian company General Music, which is nice. I have Equinox and I love that synth. I had a Gem XP, but I sold a while ago. I regret that, to be honest. But anyway, I'm not here to speaking about past things. Let's talk about that baby. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave your comments below. That helps me to keep doing contents, my fixing videos like mostly that I do. And let's stop to talking and just go to the video. So we have Gene WK2, and that was sitting there for a while. So I got that and it turns on, but I said something's wrong with that. So I open up and I saw the pictures that I gonna be showing there, and I have to remove everything out, do a cleaning, remove the acid from the base. I did a little paint with black spray, looks a little bit better, and the battery board was all corroded again, thanks to Varta. It was all leaked all over the place, and that's 4.8 volts battery. The regulator on that board was completely corroded. I cleaned up a little bit, but I said no. So what I did is I got the battery out of the board, the regulator, and I just got a package here. I found them online. I have 10 on here right now, and also instead to get that, I got a 4-pack, and I have here a bunch of rechargeable batteries. I just gonna get that one right here and run the cable back to the battery, and I think so it'll be more than enough. And let's do that, and I'll be back. So I got longer cables on here, and the board itself, I did something. Since the battery is not gonna be here anymore, I added a heatsink to the 7805. I solder the IC straight on the copper pad, so it'll be a big improvement on the heat dissipation. So now I'm gonna start to put everything together and see if it works. And also I gonna get the batteries on here and seal that whole thing. So the wires from the batteries there. I'm just gonna do a little more cleaning on that board and start to putting everything together. Board is on place. I have the connectors. Now I just have to get that wire right here that was originally soldered on that resistor. Not sure if it was from manufacturer, but it was like this before. I'm just gonna get back there. Just waiting for the little soldering iron to warm up, and they're gonna be soldering that cable there and turn the unit on to test. So guys, a little update on the WK2 I put together. When I resoldered that blue wire, the audio went out. I just have buzzing, like humming, very bad humming on it. So I started measuring, and something was weird. I don't know why, but I felt so was so much hum on the power supply. So I ordered new capacitors, and the capacitors came today. I swapped all the capacitors in the power supply. It's still the same, but at least before, with some old capacitors, the minus 12 and the plus 12 volts was really down, like 10 point something. After I put the new capacitors, the power supply stabilized for 1197, something like that, so that's normal. But it still have the humming on it. So I start to follow the schematics for that device, and the pin 3 on the C5 connector was supposed to be the DAC voltage that came straight from that 7805 on that board that was damaged. So I took it apart, I leave the board again, start to do some measuring, and I found out due to corrosion, the output of the 7805 goes straight to the pin 3 of that connector, and was supposed to inject different voltage, 5VA, on that resistor on that board that was at the blue wire. After I connected, bingo, everything works fine. So was a crazy thing, so many corrosion, so many things. I hope so now everything will be working, and let's go. Alright, all caps replaced it. I don't really like the new ones that came in, but anyway, at least they measure everything good. And one funny thing that I found, some of those, when you not them, but some of those, when you just knock them, you feel like they are like complete dry inside. So anyway, let's try. I'm gonna install the power supply back and see if it works. So the final test on it, just And so that's the Gen WK2. And just to hold on to get right, that's the new batteries, all clean inside. The only thing that I don't know why that wire was connected to that resistor down there, but if I connect that thing, I have a real hum on the speakers and nothing works. I don't know if someone did that or what's going on, but I need to find out. But soon as I disconnected that cable from that resistor, everything is working. So I gonna leave without it for now. I'm gonna do a little research and see what's going on. See, right there is where that cable were soldered before. Since I got it, I took everything back out, fixed it, cleaned up everything, put it back, tested, and it was working. I said, oh, I forgot the resistor. When I connect the resistor, everything stops to work. I have a big hum coming from the preamp, and well,
one eternity later.
So one more update. I start to follow the pin 3 on the connector number 5. I mean this one here. The pin 3 is the 5 volts for the digital audio converter that came straight from pin 3 of the 7805. That's right here. So I remove the board back and start to measuring continuity on that pin that goes straight to the pin 3 right here. And I found that pin right here, due to the battery corrosion, it's open. So I just gonna jump from here to here and see if takes care about the problem. So I resolder the whole line straight all the way down there and through here. Now it looks like I have continuity on the pin 3 here. Let's see if it works now. Alright, wire is back there, sound is normal. One more bad track on that board that was corroded by the battery itself. But anyway, that's a happy ending. And that's all, guys. I think now everything is up and running, and I can see now that IC is warming a little bit, which wasn't before. Really clean inside right now. I did a full cleaning on the main board. On here, I replaced all the capacitors on the power supply, because when I heard that humming and the voltages were down, was like 10.78. But also probably the caps are bad, so I replaced it. Alright, now the final and last test. I connected the SVHS on that old monitor that I have here, and I got picture, I got color and everything. That old Sharp TV is a multi-system also, so I could get. And I think so that one is that W2 is a American model, so it'll be an NTSC, that's the case. But anyway, just to wrap up everything, I almost forgot one little thing. Ta-da! Just got here, flop drive, and okay. And on here, disk. Everything working fine.